Hello everyone, this is Anthony, Wall Street Trader's son, and before we get into this video, let's go through the disclaimer real quick. This is not financial advice. The opinion you should follow should be your own and or with a financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes and to outline my own personal opinions as well. The Intraday Updates are on Twitter.com. The link's below in the description. To stay up to date with my latest videos, click on that subscribe button. And now into the stock markets with my dad.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It's 12:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, June 30th, 2021. Current position in the graph, my current position is at 81.4 cents. It's how much I've bought the graph at on an average basis. I'm 100% in. I now have maximum exposure that I'm willing to put into the graph across these entry points and various levels. Now let's go straight into the markets. We're going to run through a couple of other things more around the fundamentals and foundational aspects of the graph as a company, not necessarily just the price action here. Make it a little more meaningful for folks that have been asking around for it. So why don't we just take a look at what's going on here. We're still trapped in this channel and clearly under this diagonal resistance line. We have to get over that, but you know, a couple of things that appear to be happening here. So that was the graph US dollar where we're in this channel. Now let's look at the graph relative to Bitcoin. This is an important chart here because this is the inner strength, which is pretty much right here. Inner strength, which is the graph relative to Bitcoin. That's what we're looking at right here. So over the past day, we actually popped through. And if we drill into the line here, we went past here, popped in, and then we came straight back down. It's almost a fake out, and usually you have to stay above a trend line for more than a few hours. By yesterday's meeting, we were somewhere up here and feeling pretty good, but you know, we couldn't feel good for that long until we knew that we were above that line for a longer period of time. Instead, it was kind of like we peeped through and we came back down. So now we have to see what happens here. I drew this orange line below to give you a sense of where there might be potential support through this. And if I was to straighten this line out a bit, you'll see like something should be happening soon. Generally over the next probably next couple of days, or maybe over the next 24 hours, we should see some activity here one way or the other. Now, a couple of things I want everyone to understand. This is for me a long-term play. I don't like to go in and out of this stuff, especially volatility. With the amount of volatility here, it's like day trading this stuff is almost an impossibility. If you want to do it, go crazy. That might be your risk profile, not mine. Now let's just go into why I'm particularly interested in this crypto pair or a crypto company. Now just to remind everyone, the graph had surpassed 20 billion queries in April. 20 billion queries in April. And if you scroll down on their website, they're talking about the daily query volume. In the beginning, it was kind of like they're just trying to balance themselves on this new platform, on this new graph platform. And as time went on, the amount of usage and adoption on this platform has grown dramatically to the point where it was over close to between 700 and 800 daily queries a day. Now, I don't know the exact numbers right this minute, but what I can tell you is that I don't see this growth rate slowing down. In fact, very recently, after they published that chart, which was, by the way, sometime in early May, the Graph Foundation, which is a function of the graph, awarded $60 million for a 5-year deal to Streaming Fast. Streaming Fast is a protocol infrastructure company that will be able to help further scale this out. Because look at the adoption rate alone. I mean, this doesn't seem like something you can just let it happen and everything will be okay. You need people to get behind building out and scaling out that infrastructure. So this grant was timely in the sense that, you know, over the next 5 years, they will keep lock and step with providing that level of infrastructure to support that level of adoption and usage of the platform. So it's very important you all understand that. And lastly, I just want to point out there is coming up another town hall. They rebranded the name of this thing to Core Devs for whatever reason. But what I notice here is that they're going to be talking very similarly to what they did last month, which is just making sure that they have engagement from the curation, the delegation and indexers, the delegators and indexers, and all of the foundation updates. I'm sure they're going to be talking about streaming fast for a little bit and all the things that you may have questions on. So I think it will be important for you to join it if you do own the graph, to keep up to date with what it is that they're doing. But regardless, I will post this into the description below and have a look at this. It is on July 6th at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard. And if you're on the East Coast, should be 11 a.m. Eastern. Anyway, I'm out. Hope everyone's well. Oh, one last thing. Bitcoin under a bit of pressure here. So we had this kind of a short-term inflection point. We knew something was going to happen over the next couple of days. It happened already. Looking a little bearish on Bitcoin. I'm thinking worst case scenario is 30,000 over the next few days. But again, we've seen this thing oscillating.